Was I supposed to go?
Well, I don't know. That's just. I could end the pod there.
Yeah, that's sleepy.
That's my. Hello and welcome back.
We're back after what feels
Oh
like a
my
long time.
gosh, I know. We're gonna be a little rusty.
I guess.
I don't know. It's me being
The
rusty.
camera
Like I'm.
the camera goes on and you start making sounds.
Well, do it
Okay.
for the bit. No, I
Okay.
like that's me being rusty. It's my hinges going ear.
Yeah. That's fine.
Because this was not the exciting race I thought we'd be coming back to.
No, yeah. All right, you want to get into how do you want to order this? The
Uh,
race first, our
yeah, race
initial
itself.
reactions?
That's usually how we go about it.
Okay. So Spa,
It was a sprint weekend, which was surprising. We didn't realize that until
yeah.
you got
I kind of
spoiled.
forgot sprints were like a thing. It
Yeah.
feels like we haven't had them in a while.
Right.
So
Has there really only been one other sprint this season?
no, I think
One or
there's been
two.
two others. But yeah, it was a sprint weekend. And then a rainy Spa, an exciting rainy Spa.
Oh my gosh, you would think. What thoughts on the sprint potentially? You look excited about the results.
Yeah, no, yeah, right. I forgot that Max won. You know,
Yeah.
I guess 7 points is a lot of points to give out in a sprint.
Sure.
I think it's 7 points for the win.
Do you just not care about the sprints because Max also doesn't care about the sprints?
Yeah, it's tough to care about, but you know, 7 points is 7 points. So
You take that.
right. But yeah, if it wasn't a sprint weekend, it would have been a really boring weekend. Just
Yeah.
because
Oh.
here he is. But because do you want to get into this
Ugh.
like start procedure and the delays?
Yes. That's right, burp. Oh my gosh, he has a lot to say about this one. He was watching because it was delayed so much that he was actually awake by the
Yeah.
time it started. It was a 90-minute delay,
Yeah.
which is craziness.
And people are really mad at the delay.
Really?
Oh yeah, they just think this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that okay, so what the formation lap, the name of the podcast, that's what they did. And the FIA said enough drivers reported visibility issues.
Which,
so they
to be
said,
fair, at that point, it did look
sure,
bad.
Yeah. And then so they red flag the session.
Yep.
Drivers get out of the car, and then guess how long? I don't know if you knew the exact time. I know the exact time of how long the delay was.
Yeah, how long?
No, guess.
I thought it was 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It was an hour and a half delay.
Yeah, because when the race started, it was 10:30, and we'd woken up at 9 a.m. for it.
A little bit.
So
yeah.
Well, yes.
And then yeah, and it just feels like
I have never seen a delay that long before.
It's weird the way I'm seeing commentators and talking heads, and we're kind of letting the drivers talk about it because you don't want to say like go out and race in dangerous conditions because we're like sitting on our couch at home halfway across the globe saying just go racing, in these potentially really dangerous conditions on a really dangerous track.
Right. Like I think especially this track, they err heavily on the side of caution because literally like people have died there recently.
2019.
Yeah. So I think as a result, like they err maybe arguably this time around a little bit too far in the direction of safety. I mean, obviously safety should always be like number one priority.
Right. So you're seeing
it's tough.
You're seeing the press and the talking heads.
Yeah.
Like the way they're talking about it, they say like just make it more risky. Just go and race, even if the conditions are bad, because this time was a swing too far in the direction.
Right.
Whereas now the narrative is, are wet races in Formula One a thing of the past?
Really?
Like, do we, believe it or not, new fans to Formula One, there is a wet tire. You never see it. It's got blue stripes, but they always go in the intermediate.
Yeah.
And the wet tire's never used.
Why?
Because it's just too slow of a tire, and the teams know that the FIA or the race control is going to step in if the conditions are ever even wet tire.
Like,
Like,
applicable.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're just going to step in and then red flag the race. So, like, why would you ever put it on? Name something more useless than a wet tire in Formula One, and there isn't
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, to be fair, like, if they were on wets at the start, do you think they would have been able to do something?
Yeah, it's tough because it was the visibility was the issue, not the
Right.
grip.
That's fair. That's fair.
So the wet tire will give you the grip and
Nothing can give you the visibility, though.
yeah,
But at the same time, so at the same time, though, it's like I understand, like, yes, we're obviously, we want, like you said, we're sitting here on a couch, like we have no idea what it's like to sit behind a
yeah,
Formula One car, wet spa, you know. But at the same time, there are, like, if we're listening to the drivers themselves in this scenario, there are strategic advantages for a lot of them
yeah,
for a delay, or for, going a couple more laps around the safety car,
yeah.
like,
Or in Max came out and said, we should have gone racing because
right,
he's good in the wet. So
right,
they were taking away his advantage.
right,
So like you're saying, it works in some drivers. Lando doesn't like the wet
right.
conditions. Obviously, we saw that turn one
Yeah.
or chicane one. Um, but
Right. Well, and like, so if you say Oscar Piastri in second is like, yeah, I really think we should do a rolling start. Seems like a stop, like a,
yeah,
what the heck is it called?
oh, what, like
I'm
the start?
restarting. Yeah, a regular start.
Yeah, just it's not called stop go. I don't know.
No, that's like a penalty.
Yeah, stop go penalty is another thing.
But it's a rolling start versus a
Standing start.
standing. Yeah, duh. My brain just fried.
It's been a long
Um,
day.
so like for Oscar, a rolling start is gonna be much better
Hmm.
because mm, actually, is that true? Because the second position on a standing start gets the better track position, don't they?
I think Lando.
So no, Lando was the one like
Okay.
advocating for the rolling start,
Yeah.
right? Because the standing start would have been in Oscar's favor.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this a good transition away from complaining about the rain delays, and
Well, but I think it's like what
we can transition into the McLaren stuff. But
mm,
go ahead.
well, it just, yeah, I don't know. I guess it is just to say that it's like my main complaint for the race is that, like, we go in, we're like, oh my god, oh my
Yeah.
god, it's a rainy spa. Like,
Yeah.
oh, finally,
Something
finally, because it
exciting's gonna
feels
happen.
like, I mean, the races have been exciting, but they've been, and I don't like saying it, they've been like very safe, which is a good thing. But it's like we're not even getting like little spin outs here and there. We're
Yeah.
not even getting. I don't remember the last time we've seen a car
A
crash
major
into another
crash.
crash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want a major crash, but like we were getting a little excited because we're like, oh, what's gonna happen into turn
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
It's gonna be chaos. I feel like we're saying that every single week where we're like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Turn one's gonna be chaos, and then it's clean, boring, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like maybe Oscar and Lando switch positions and that's it. Or some people in like the back of the field.
Yeah.
But it's like you go into like Spa, I think being like, I don't know why I didn't mention this. Like one of our favorite tracks for this reason is that it is so exciting and so beautiful, of course. But it's like, I don't know. It's like it really just like, it's like they pulled the tablecloth out or the rug out from under us, you know?
Mm.
It's like everything that I think people were really excited about. It's like, oh yay, it's gonna be wet. It's gonna be really
And
exciting. And then they wait so long that it's not
it's not
even
even wet
not even a
anymore.
little bit rainy. It's not even a
Yeah.
little, like they're like, oh no, we can't even have like a drizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, God forbid. God forbid there is water coming from the sky.
Right. No spray. Nothing.
Nothing. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So it was just like, it was disappointing in that regard that it's like, and even the drivers, yeah, like you said, some of them were complaining, like we should have started sooner.
Yeah.
Like not crazy soon, not when it was like super dangerous, but a couple like
Yeah.
minutes earlier than it did. And even I think the drivers, because they can't. Well, that's race control, not FIA, right? Those are different things.
I think that is the same thing.
Okay, so I know the drivers can't criticize the
Wait. No.
FIA.
Maybe not.
I don't think they're the same. But anyway, a lot of them were like being apologetic to the fans for having to wait out there
Race
that
control
long.
was.
No, like drivers being like, "Oh, I
Oh.
really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys for like staying and waiting so long." But I wonder if that's their sneaky way of being like, we waited too long to
Yeah.
run this race.
No, yeah, I'm never gonna say like make Formula One more dangerous,
No.
but you see even the way IndyCar drivers talked about Formula One and how manicured these tracks are,
The
with
gravel.
massive gravel traps,
Which at this
large
one,
tech pro
sure.
barriers, massive runoffs, whereas in IndyCar you're inches from a concrete wall, and
Mhm.
that
Right, right.
and so you see the way they're talking about it. So I'm not gonna say like, okay, make the tracks less dangerous,
Mm,
but when it comes to
less safe.
when it yeah, less safe.
Yeah.
But when it comes to maybe running a little bit in the rain, maybe we could. I liked one race where they said it's mandatory wets, and you
Mm,
go on mandatory wet.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
on wet tires. They declared it a wet track,
Right,
no DRS, and they just went racing.
right.
And I don't see why you couldn't have done that at the start of this race.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
like everybody's on the grid, mandatory wets. We do a formation lap. All right, there's some spray, and we try it out. Yeah,
They
but
probably were like, we're gonna have to abandon it anyway.
yeah,
And like the way the timing had played out, it would have been, oh my gosh,
yeah,
would have meant it was gonna rain the entirety of the race if they had kept going from that point on. So like, I understand. Like where is
yeah.
the
So
line?
it's a wet race.
But where is the
If you
line, right? Of like how that could have been really bad. We don't know the full thing in how rainy it got. But I mean, yeah, we're not race control. We don't make those decisions. But it just seems like we're erring a little bit too much on the side of caution, where it's taken some of the competitiveness out of.
yeah, the whole week or the whole way it played out, the race felt a little too ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
Where just like everybody it wasn't really competitive racing, really. They are all on medium tires, and they all just kind of go out there and finish almost exactly where they
Right,
started.
and like even the strategy part of it hasn't really been coming into play anymore either.
Yeah,
So like I wonder if like this is kind of why we're just revamping the entirety of it for next year.
and that
Is that they're realizing that things are getting a little too like,
stale,
yeah.
and that's why they're calling it a qualifying championship. It's just
Right,
whoever wins
right,
on Saturday
right.
is gonna win the. But
Wah, wah.
yep. And then the only other thing is to talk about is I guess Lewis Hamilton driver of the day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even feel like talking about the midfield teams.
Well, the only one I think that's even worth talking about is Lewis Hamilton, who started like 18th,
Yeah.
ended 7th.
Hmm.
I will take that. I will take that.
Yeah. That was a really good recovery drive.
Yeah. I mean, he rocks it in those kinds of conditions.
Yeah.
And at Spa
Well,
particularly, I
yeah. You see
believe.
the old school, Max, uh,
Mm.
Alonso, Hulkenberg, all these people who are used to driving without a halo in the wets. Like, they're like,
It's insane that
yeah,
those people were in that era.
yeah. So I'm sure they're glad that era is done.
Sure, sure. I am quite sure that they are, but
And they
yeah.
probably look back on it and think, I can't
Like,
believe
what
we
the
used to
hell were
do
we
that.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, really though.
Like, yeah, probably wouldn't do that today.
No. You said you had some thoughts on the McLaren boys though?
Oh, just that uh Oscar's been talking about how this is his favorite track on
Yeah.
the circuit.
Oh yeah.
And it's been what historically really bad for Lando.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as far as Lando losing the position to Oscar, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think Oscar takes a Rouge a little bit more all out than Lando does, and that's just the only place on the track that really matters.
Mm,
And that's the difference. Is the lap? What was it? Lap 4 technically, but lap
yeah.
1 of race. Um, and he got the slipstream,
Yeah.
and that's all it took.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then because he's in the lead, he gets first service into the pits.
Right, right. That was the real key
Gets the
there.
yeah, to get that. He said that it was if he was gonna win, he needed to do it then. So he
I'm
got
so
first
sorry.
service into the pits.
I just flung my phone at
That was pretty
him.
rough.
I'm so sorry, buddy. Oh no. Audio only listeners, my phone just fell on Francis kind of hard. I feel bad. Anyway, um
What are your thoughts?
Well, but the thing is, isn't Lando historically someone who loses his position if he's starting a race in first?
Yeah, but so has I was gonna say so has Oscar several times. Think of Imola, where he lost it to
Hmm.
Max. So I think it's just because he got that reputation because guess who was always in second last year?
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
So was this a
Was it a Lando thing or
li-
was it a Max
just a
thing?
Max
Yeah,
being good?
potentially. Or is it speaking to the power of the slipstream more
Yeah,
than anything
yeah.
else? Because, like, obviously, Oscar and Lando should be an equal machinery. And it seems like if Oscar starts first, he usually does end first, but not always, I don't think.
No,
So I just wonder if it has something to do with the way the car, the era of the car we're in right now, with Slipstream just being something really powerful.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not a race engineer. And all of it goes out the window next year, so
yeah. Anything else to mention?
I don't know who else. Oh, Charles. Charles! I will take that.
You got a podium?
Yes, because at this point, third place is first place in my mind because nobody's beating the McLarens.
No, they're in a league of their own.
So, like, they're always going to be in 1 2. So, whoever's in third is arguably they won.
Yeah.
So, Charles wins the wins the what the frick? The spa, the Belgian?
Belgian. In the Ardennes forest.
My brain
Yeah, we're doing
rotted.
this. It's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, like I said,
And it's a
rusty.
and it's a long day.
It was a long day.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy about Charles and his situation. And then, like, it seems like maybe kind of hopeful that the Ferrari upgrades were actually something decent
Yeah.
this time. Because it is the last ones we're getting, so I'm praying to God that it is decent this time.
Yeah.
But I guess only time will tell. Who the heck else was on the podium for the sprint? Lando and Piastri?
Maybe. Yeah.
I think that,
Cool.
yeah. Any other thoughts on your end?
Now just
Booms busts? And then we'll talk about
um
the actual fantasy.
yeah, bust being the wet tire. Boom being uh, the Max Catstappen poster.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, my
I'm not even gonna give
bust.
them like valid booms and busts
I
because I'm not
will.
taking this seriously.
What? The bust was race control,
Okay.
and the boom was Lewis Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, like, Lewis Hamilton getting seventh and that being a boom is, like, not great optics, but where we are in the Ferrari right now,
You just
I'll
y'all
take
want
it.
this season to end, you know?
Yeah, on to the next, really.
Like maybe
I mean, don't you want it to just go on to the next?
kind of.
Yeah.
Other than the McLaren battle up front,
Which hasn't been that spicy, to be honest.
no.
It's like once one of them, like, overtakes and has the lead, it's like they're not really
They're not
fighting
going
each
wheel to
other
wheel
that
too
hard.
often. I mean, it's
Maybe once we get further into the
yeah.
season and they get more
Canada
desperate,
was not
but
too long ago, and they just crashed into each other there. So
that's true. That is true.
they are gonna go wheel to wheel again
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
That's my prediction is that at least maybe once, maybe twice, they go wheel to wheel and make contact
Yeah.
again this season.
Are you still thinking Lando's going to be your winner for the season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Because we're going into Hungarian GP,
Yeah.
where a place where he had his F1 debut, and
Huh.
he has historically done really well,
Okay.
and Oscar has not. So I think this was always going to be Spa and Hungarian Grand Prix were always going to be like
a
inverses,
swap. Yeah.
of each other
Okay.
for Oscar and Lando.
That makes sense. That makes
So,
sense. We'll see.
I think so. In a lot of ways, I think Lando did a good job just getting second to like mitigate the damage that Oscar could have done at Spa. And I think Lando's gonna. That's my prediction. He's gonna win the Hungarian GP, and now it's on Oscar to at least get second.
Yeah. She will.
Okay, or
They will. It's
or
just
the
like
win.
it's not even that's why okay, so like I'm already sick of the McLaren dominance and I was kind of here for it. Like I was like, "Oh,
New
heck
people
yeah."
at the top.
Yeah, well I was here for the McLaren like because they have not been doing well the past few years, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
to have them like come up and dethrone Red Bull was quite exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm understanding like cuz I wasn't really in it in like Mercedes dominance or like and this
Mm-hmm.
obviously doesn't compare to that cuz it hasn't even been a full season yet. But
And that was almost a decade.
sure, definitely different machinery there,
Yeah.
but I don't know, it's like I thought going into this year people were saying it was going to be a lot more like different people
Yeah.
up in the podiums. Like it wasn't always we weren't ever going to know and now it's just like, "Oh no, we do know. It's going to be McLaren's always."
Yeah.
So it's like is this what they're realizing with F1 is just like this trend of having a dominant car? Is this why we're changing everything next year?
No, these are well in advance. Like
Fair.
these regulation changes
Ugh.
are planned, you know, a long time ahead. But
But this is kind of unprecedented, right?
I don't think anybody expected McLaren to be this good at all the different types of
Yeah.
tracks. Normally you're good at some tracks,
Right.
bad at others. This car just seems to be consistently good everywhere for some reason.
I know nothing about the engineering side of this, but
Yeah.
it's like in my brain, they just like they did something on accident. And they just like went, "Whoops, I guess it works," and like they're
Yeah.
just like, "Okay, yeah," like
No, because it really was like a switch that
yeah,
they flicked,
like
and
in
just now
my
they're the
brain,
best.
they don't even know why they're so
I don't
dominant.
think so either, because at least with Red Bull, they were like, "Oh, Adrian Newey did this cool little bit on the
Right?
car, and that has this effect." With the McLarens, I just think not that they got lucky. It's obviously not luck. They
No, they've
a
worked
lot
very
of work,
hard. We're not gonna like
a lot of
discredit
hard
them.
work, but maybe we just don't know
We
the
know
design
nothing.
philosophy
No.
that they chose and what makes it so good.
Yeah.
Um, but it doesn't mean that that philosophy is not there.
Right. But in my
We
brain, it's like they made a mistake and they were like, "Oops, I didn't mean to do that." And then it's just like they've
and then
just
they're just
been
the best.
dominant ever since. Like
And
it was
then
the
Zach
one.
Brown gets to yell "yeah" a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We should do our best, Zach Brown. Yeah,
I need to hear it. Can you give me an example?
yeah. No. uh,
Last week it was
yeah. No.
and
Okay.
now it's
We'll end the podcast with our best.
yeah.
that was that was way better than mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
It's like the
It's got
dad
a little
energy.
guttural, like little bubbles, kind of like the.
Yeah.
I
And
like
he
it.
like pans to the camera and
Mhm.
says it.
Um, I saw a post totally unrelated, but that was like the Zach Brown like getting a tattoo every time someone on in a McLaren wins is really getting out of hand, and it was as if like he was fully tatted with every track that
Yeah.
they've won this year.
Yeah.
His
I don't
head to
think he
toe.
knew they would be this dominant ever.
No, which is why like I'm okay with it, but it is just like making for less exciting viewage. Do you want to hear about our fantasy league?
Yeah, go ahead.
Could I interest you in a
Did you
little
get
actually why
first?
don't you? Why
Did
don't
you get
you
first?
just
You did.
you've never done the recap for us,
You got
so
first
I
with
got first.
238 points.
You know why?
DRS boost on Oscar Piastri
Oscar and Leclerc.
and Leclerc.
Yeah.
And then of course the McLaren team who brought you in 93 points.
Right. How did Hajar fare me?
Kick Sauber did really good too.
Really?
24
Oh
points.
yeah, Gabby did well.
Yeah, 7 points for Gabby, and I think Hulkenberg did really well for Sauber to be. Hajar got -7.
I was gonna say he got me negatives, but it doesn't even matter.
And Fernando Alonso got you 7. So just all around
That
solid.
Hajar was a little crazy though because it's not like he really made big mistakes. It was that they really did pit him at the wrong time.
This was a really close week,
Was that
but yeah.
you hear me about Hajar though?
Yeah,
Wild how much he fell.
yeah.
Just due to not a mistake that he made, but a strategy mistake.
Yeah.
So it was like you were very excited. Sorry, I'm kind of going back to the race, but you were very excited at one point when Lando put the hards on, being like, "Oh shoot, yeah, if we make this a one stop, he could really win this."
Yeah.
And then somehow the mediums were just fine.
Yeah.
Is it because the track was cool from the rain?
Yeah. Well, that's why people are saying the what tire is even more useless because
Mm,
wet tire never gets used. Inter gets used when it rains, and when
yeah.
it wait, wet tire doesn't get used. Intermediate gets used when it's wet.
Yeah.
Soft tire is just used for qualifying
Mhm.
and maybe like it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it did finally happen where our phone died in the middle of filming the pod. So thankfully, there was only a couple minutes left there at the end, but did want to let you know that that's why it cut off so randomly. I am sad to say, too, it lost the footage of me discovering that oh, Francis, I am currently number one for the season so far in the league. So I am the reigning champion. We wanted to let everybody know that whoever wins this season will get a hat sent to them. So lock in. We're going to the Vegas GP, so we'll buy a hat there, and we will send it to whoever is the winner. And if I'm the winner, I will keep the hat. So that's really all that you missed. You can see all the stats of the things we were probably talking about. And we didn't even mention that the next race is the Hungarian GP, which I guess I'm not giving a recap on that because I didn't for the episode either. So that's about all you missed, except for all the little stupid little. Ah, did they? I hope you guys saw all of our. No, you didn't. All of our. We were doing some Zach Brown. Yes. Over and over again. It was a. We were practicing it. We were really perfecting. It was. uh, yeah, no, I don't have it. And then we were also doing every other thing that we've ever said on the pod. Uh I already forgot it. Slow as smooth, smooth as no, slow as I can't remember. Um and then box Nico Hulkenberg and Lando Norris. Okay, sorry about that, but we'll do better next time. Okay, bye.